What up guys, so welcome to Playfiend. This is Ruben Bastos. I'm gonna be your host for today. I'm Portuguese, I'm an architect, and I'm also a volunteer firefighter, which in Portugal is kind of the normal firefighters. So today we are gonna be playing some Call of Duty 1 just because I'm intending to start a saga of Call of Duty, so I'm gonna start with the 1 and we will see. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time now. I've been playing games for 15 years, almost always PC, and I always wonder if people would like to see me playing games, so I just do it. So why not just sharing it with you guys? So just let's go with it. So here we are. This is Call of Duty 1. This is so nostalgic, man. Wait, you can't hear it, right? So listen to this wonderful music. So let's get on with it. Hardnet, for sure, hardness. So more long marches tomorrow. Forgive me, my English is my second language, so bear with it. 10 obstacles with Captain Foley and weapons training with Sergeant Moody. Okay. So he has like changes in mood, is it? Okay, so everyone is that tired. Another guy got RTU, returned to unit yesterday. He begged the sergeant to let him stay. Okay, what has he done? Have he done? Has he done? I don't know. My unit, the 506 Paratrooper Regiment, is an all-volunteer unit. I'm lucky to serve with these guys. There's no one I'd rather have watching my back. Okay, that's something. American patriots. We kinda have this in firefighters. So we don't leave guys behind, and we are like a grown-up brotherhood of some kind. So our officers drill us continuously. Okay, I've trained for months and I haven't even jumped out of an airplane yet. Not looking forward to it. I kind of would like to jump out of an airplane, but man, it should be really scary, just jumping and looking down because where else are you gonna look to, you know? So the army has never had an airborne unit before, and that makes the brass nervous. And what makes the brass nervous? Make us drill even harder. Well man, that's how it is, so let's get on with it.
Alright, listen up.
Oh shit, this is so beautiful. Yeah, it's outdated, but still.
Before starting the obstacle course, read
These...
important signs and do what
Okay,
they tell
read
you.
it. These have great quality. This is what the 2000s, beginning of 2000s game.
You'll notice
So
that your current objective is highlighted. In
yeah,
addition, the
use
location of your
grenades to
current
flash
objective
out
is
dark
marked by the
points.
star on your
Attack,
compass.
attack,
As
attack.
you approach your
Move
current
together
objective,
as a
the
team.
star will
Yeah,
move
so
toward the center of your compass.
most of them can
Approach your
die
current
and no
objective.
one can fulfill the objective. That's how it was in Second World War, really. First was way worse, but still, don't make the same mistake. Always move from cover to cover. Always reload before going into battle. Suppress, then flank.
That's it. Close enough.
You know this one?
Objective is checked off and you now have a new one.
I have a new one, okay.
Open the gate and run the obstacle course.
You know this one? That's the reason I'm always reloading. I picked up that vice a long time ago. So...
Martin, good to see you.
Move it, ladies. This is not
okay,
your
not C. Control.
Jump over 'em. Come on, Elder,
I
get the
can't
leg.
run in this. It's just
Not bad.
one
Now
pace
hit the dirt
running.
and crawl forward
It's
under the barbed
a
wire.
little bit strange. So the dirt just looks horrible,
Those are live rounds,
but
boys.
still,
Stay low.
those are live rounds. America. We don't look for budget. Just spray 'em out, boys.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I don't know why I can never get the letter down right, you know? Always miss the letter.
I'm up here in the
Oh, Sergeant Moody, are you?
one of those
Yes,
M1A1
he is.
carbines from the table.
You're way up there, man.
More ammo.
So
Grab it from
M1
any
carabine,
weapon of the same
I
type
think
you were
this
carrying. Approach the
was
fence,
something
fire 6 rounds
typical
per target.
of the airborne units.
The tightness of your crosshairs. Fire 6 more rounds at the target in different stances and while moving. All right, Private. Move on to the next area.
So next one.
Grab up a Springfield
Oh,
rifle from the table, switching it for your carbine.
beautiful,
Turn to the left.
beautiful
Move
Springfield
to the
sniper
fire
rifle.
rounds at your target. Now fire
Actually
rounds
love
at your
playing
target
as
while
sniper.
aiming down your sight.
It's awesome. Just, you know,
All right.
pick some cover
That you will be more accurate
and
while aiming down the sight.
headshot everyone in
Move
there.
on to the next area. Unless you've got 3 hands, you can only carry 2 weapons, besides your sidearm and grenades.
Okay,
Fire 10
2
rounds at
weapons
the target.
and
First to the
sidearm.
hip, then
Yeah,
aiming down the gun.
that's something that most games just
Take a
don't
few
care.
steps while aiming down your
And
sight.
you have
You're
like
gonna move slower this way.
a huge amount of weapons,
Hit your enemy with
like GTA or something,
This is called a melee attack.
where you have,
Try it
I
with your
think,
target.
8.
Don't screw
GTA
around
5 you
here.
have
This is for real.
8 weapons
Fire
or
3 more
something.
rounds. Outstanding, Private. Proceed
So,
to the next area. Pick up the frag
I don't know
grenades
where
on
he
the
puts
table.
them.
Throw a grenade into each of the openings before you. Rock and fire.
Okay, this goes a little higher,
Post and lean out to
then
the left
this
and
goes
to the
there.
right. This This will help protect you
I
from
love
the
this
All right,
mechanic
Private,
system.
move on to the next
I
area.
think some games forgot about it, but it's really good. It gives you some kind of
Remember, Private,
advantage
if you
while
get
in
hurt,
cover
grab one
and
of those health
facilitates
kits and
when you
use
are
it.
playing
Don't be a hero.
in
They
harder
will
difficulties,
save your
so
life. That's a lot of firepower
why
there.
not?
Treat
Why
it with
remove this
respect.
shit?
That stuff
This
doesn't
is
care
awesome.
what it blows up. Note that a stopwatch has appeared.
So
This will tell you how much time you have
yeah,
to get
a
your
V
butt out of there
explosion
unless
and
you
then
want it
some
blown
kind
off.
of, you know, vertical one.
Good job, Private. Well done.
Well,
Keep
this
your
is
weapons
from
with
the
you
early
and
2000s, so we can take that personally, right? I don't think we can. Never seen
Baker
an
Company, listen
explosion
up.
like that.
This is the big one. Operation Overlord, the air and seaborne invasion of Normandy. On H-hour D-Day, seaborne infantry will attack 5 beaches codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword here on the coast of Normandy. Utah and Omaha beaches will be attacked by 3 of our infantry divisions. At the same time, 2 British and 1 Canadian division will hit Gold, Juno, and Sword beaches. The airborne will be landing 6 hours before H-hour, before the air and naval bombardments. The British 6th Airborne Division will be landing here. At the same time, the 101st and the 82nd Airborne will be landing in these areas. The Dews River estuary here divides Utah and Omaha Beach. The mission of the 101st is to capture the Dews River crossings linking Utah and Omaha Beach and to protect the flanks of Utah Beach. This road here is the main highway that connects the entire Cotentin Peninsula. The Germans have troop concentrations in this region. When those troops are mobilized into a counterattack on the beaches, they'll have to move along this road. The 101st is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Baker Company, that's us, has been assigned this causeway here. The Pathfinders, like Private Martin, will be dropped ahead of the main force and will plant beacons on the ground to mark the landing zones. However, there is no telling what will happen once we're on the ground. So I want all of you to learn the objectives of every unit in both the 101st and 82nd. I also want you to study these maps and photographs until you've memorized them. We will be landing behind the Atlantic Wall, between several German garrisons. We can't expect to be relieved until at least several hours after H-hour. This is what we've been training for. Good luck.
Let's get it! June 5, 1944, 1800 hours. Greener Common. Greener Common. Shit. In about 3 years, I will be in Normandy, as well as the Pathfinders for my unit. I'll be landing ahead of the main airborne force. The Pathfinders land before the main force and place beacons on the landing fields to guide the rest of the pilots and paratroopers in. The brass are sending the airborne in first, in the early hours of the morning to protect the flanks of Utah Beach. At first line, the main force of the invasion will hit the beaches. For weeks the entire invasion force, more than 175,000 men, has been cooped up and forbidden contact with anyone outside, with nothing to do but memorize maps and battle plans. We are all eager to be in France. Git. That's a new word. Git. Okay. I bet it's like anxious, or we are all a bit eager. Don't know. A few hours ago, General Eisenhower paid us a visit. If we pull out this, if we pull this off, the Germans are in for one hell of a surprise. Okay, so this is D-Day landings. Airborne went first. For the history books, helped a lot, but it also went terribly wrong. The airborne divisions were scattered all over. Most of them didn't know where they were, so it took a huge effort for them to take their respective objectives. And also most of them wouldn't be getting those supplies they needed, so just pick up enemy weapons and carry on fighting. Those were the men. Okay, no one here. And then the D-Day landings, oh my god. The largest, I think, amphibious landing in history so far. Largest sea invasion, I think, so far. So I think it was only possible because of Operation Fortitude. If you know where it is, leave it in comments. Or it's kind of a deception operation to leaving the Nazis to think the landing force would hit Pas-de-Calais, the Navy's port, but yeah, they hit the beaches at Normandy, so the Germans were a little bit confused, and Hitler was sleeping and nobody there to wake him up. He woke up like 5 hours or something after the landing started, so and even still he was, you know, like not eager to send those Panzer SS divisions to push the invasion back. So in the end of the day, a series of, you know, not great decisions made them lose the war. And I'm grateful that they lost the war, but still, some of the victories were only possible because a huge number of Nazi decisions, which they took all the time, but still, if you think that history, you know, it was to be changed a lot, if there wasn't for these brave American, British, Canadian troops. And the British got it bad also, not on the landings itself, but after it, in the trying to get KN, that was their D-Day objective. I think it took them a few days, like 8 or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I know it was a few days and they took a lot of casualties. So yeah, the Americans got it worse on the landings, with especially on Omaha Beach, and the Rangers on Point du Hoc, but they managed to capture their objectives for the day, at least secure the beachhead. So D-Day, 20 past midnight, I guess. Nobody seems to have dropped where they were supposed to. I haven't seen anyone from my unit yet, but luckily I've hooked up with some of the guys from Baker Company. We also have men from Able, Dog and Fox companies with us. What a mess. We're getting ready to capture the village of St. Mary Eglise, about 5 miles from Utah Beach. We are approaching through a narrow field with minefields on each side. Captain Foley says there's 2 platoons of German paratroopers in that village. I'd say we got a serious fight ahead of us. The roads of St. Mary Eglise connect Utah Beach to the main highway of the peninsula, which should put us right in the path of the most likely German counterattack. Okay, so we are in for a huge fight, I think. So, St. Mary Eglise, there is a history about it, like a paratrooper who fall on top of a bell tower on a church, and the guy just fake his death. He was like, shit, I died. A mortar? So I was saying the guy like fake his death. He was laying there, trapped by his parachute hanging from the roof of the church, and he was just pretending he was dead, not moving, you know, hoping nobody shoots him, shooted him, and he stayed there a little bit, I think a day or two, until the town got liberated. And today there is like a dummy on there honoring that soldier, like with a parachute hanging from church. Just a dummy, but still it shows you what he's been through. Can you imagine that, like being so exposed that you have to pretend you were that just for people, for the Nazis not to shoot you? Must have been terrifying, you know. So I know this game by heart. I can't really remember exactly the objectives, but I played this so many times. Really awesome game, you know. Oh shit. And it's part of history. So it's one of the first great FPSs, first person shooters, you know what I'm talking about. As long as those Medal of Honors, which was my first game. First game I played was Medal of Honor Airborne, Medal of Honor Allied Assault, and it's kind of Second World War also. It's a really great game. I was too young to enjoy it. So die, man. Apart from those 10 deaths, this doesn't seem hard at all, you know. I can just go here, run. Their AI isn't as great, but still very funny game. Lots of fun playing this. I love the screaming, you know, just you are dead, but you are screaming. You took like 20 bullets to your torso, but you are screaming. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I know Second World War was more close-up, you know, like CQB and stuff, especially in the Pacific. But was it really this close? I know this is a game, Call of Duty game, you know, so you are required to see the enemy to shoot them, or else it wouldn't be funny. Shit. Even in Arma 3, you know, that it is a pretty good simulator, I would think. Not that I ever been in war or something, but still. I compare it to be the most near thing that you can have to war. Even in Arma 3 you have to, you know, see the enemy to shoot the enemy. You do a little suppression fire, but still. However, this CQB war, shit, where did that guy come from? This CQB war, you know, it's really, I don't buy it, so I need to focus up. I was saying it wasn't hard, and I died twice after, so maybe the game is punishing me or something. Let's try going this way. Yep. 8 grenades, so the guy is wearing what? Oh, the way the guys walk, so funny. It's like cartoons, you know. You have to remember that in that time these graphics were amazing. I remember looking at this and, you know, being blown away. But still, yeah, some good texture still. It's not glitchy at all. Okay, everybody's dead. What do we have here? Okay. There's someone in here, not a grenade. Okay, some guy over there. He doesn't. Okay, he died.
Martin, plant your explosives and take that
So-
flak panzer out.
It is out. This guy, he doesn't really throw the grenades very far, so I think he doesn't have that baseball arm or football arm or something. I don't know what is your comparison base. In Portugal we don't really have those arm sports, you know, where we still have basketball and volleyball, but you know, soccer, I forgot. I forgot. It doesn't have ammo. It didn't have ammo. So take out the machine gun team. deflecting. And the environments, man. You know, this blue church. It's really crazy. Fire, well, looks like simulation fire, where you have like a gas there and it's just burning there constantly, always the same. Well, it was the best they had at the time. That looks a little bit more realistic, despite all bullets being tracers, but still.
Martin, plant your explosives and take that flak panzer out.
So gonna try ran and flank those. Didn't work. Still here. So I need to shut up and stop dying. Tired dying. Not supposed to. So is it still alive? Okay. So flak panzer out. It's gone. Gonna go here and use the knowledge. Really? 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 Better use it, right? Better. 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 My English is rubbish. Way rubbish. Don't get me wrong, I know the words, I can understand it, right? But talking, well, talking, it's my weakness. Still, this channel could be a really good way for me to improve my English, you know, just by talking. So I'm gonna try to upload some videos on the daily basis, and you'll see how this goes. It's a cool way to practice my English, to have fun and to share that fun with other people. So I'm still running out of bullets. No one here, no one, maybe someone there. I need. Come on, Captain. Just shooting over my brothers in arms. I guess you should do this when you go past one of them. Guys coming out of everywhere. unpredictable. As I said, I know the game. I played it many times. Just I don't remember all. Oh, what is it? Did I saw an MG or something? Don't know. Better stay here in cover behind privates Svetson. What kind of name is Svetson? It's the FNG, sir. Oh. You're gonna die if you... Oops, he really died. Shit. And I died right after him. It was my shield. It was protecting me. And I killed him. For sure gonna have PTSD. Oh, he's here. He's alive. Private Svetson. Come on. I'll cover you this time. Just come. I'm gonna get some bullets. I always do this. I want to run, but the guy just don't. Come on, Svetson. Just use some peek. Kill those mother lovers. Someone show. This is not the recovery system, so I need to be careful with those. Can I cook grenades? I don't remember if I can cook grenades in COD 1. So he dead. He died. Dead people all over. Imagine seeing this in real life. Shit. Just they would be all bloody and pierced and disfigured and shit, it wouldn't be good.
Alright, fellas. Take 5, but listen up. We'll hold this place till reinforced. This is just one tiny village in a warring country full of them, so our work has just begun. For those of you who've seen your first action, welcome to the big time. For those of you who've seen it before, trust me, you ain't seen nothing yet. We'll redeploy those German machine guns, setting up a defensive perimeter. Keep your guard up and your buddies in mind. Good work.
So what he means by I have never advocated war except as a means of peace. Okay. The end justifies the means is what he's saying, right? So I guess what he meant by those of you who've seen First Combat. So he had like guys who fought in Africa, in African campaign. By now it all was in Allied hands, and also the Italian campaign. So some of them were seasoned, and most of them, the most seasoned of them all, died right at the beaches. Like the big red one, you know, the infantry division. Man, they were slaughtered. They were in since the first disembarkment on Africa all the way to the D-Day. So D-Day, 0500 hours, St. Mary Glees. So this is still 1 hour before the D-Day landings. So the boys on the beaches must have landed by now. They are only a few miles away, but right now that seems like a million. We don't have a radio and are completely cut off. Captain Foley was right. We did face a platoon or more of German paratroopers when he took this village last night. Today we yielded against German counterattack. Our defenses are all stolen. Enemy MG-42s, Panzerfausts, and anti-tank defense. For anti-tank defense and the village itself. So I guess they dug in. They were entrenched in the burning buildings and stuff. The Air Force and Navy put on Git a show this morning, pounding the hell out of those beaches. One thing is certain, the Germans know we are here. Wherever that means, they turn tail and run, or come swarming out of the woodwork. We are about to find out, like Germans would run.
Up! Get up! Wake and shake it! The Germans across the street! Mortars! Incoming!
So I want a Thompson.
Alright, the mortars are taking a break. Johnson, go have a look. Right, Captain.
Come on, Johnson. Be careful.
Got it.
Holy shit.
Damn. Company! Tiger moving in from the east!
Tiger?
Behind you!
Did he say tiger? Holy shit. It's really fucking tiger. The meanest panzer of them all. I mean, you have Tiger 1, you have Tiger 2, I don't know what it is, but still, it's a Tiger. They have like Panthers, these crazy little tanks with their 80mm anti-air cannon. That thing was a sure destruction, you know. Just put one tank in front of it and it's not gonna survive. Still, he had way more range than most of the American Sherman tanks. So the Americans actually came up with the Pershing. It was the chair. There were guys behind me, man. It was the Sherman
Alright, the mortars are
body,
taking a
you
break.
know,
Johnson, go have a look.
with a more powerful tank buster cannon in front. It was also a beast, you know. And it was an ingenious idea because they really, because they could just go to
Alright, the
the
mortars are taking a break. Johnson, go have a look.
assembly lines and change the torrent, maintaining everything else and keeping the production, you know. just Americans are ingenious
We got company. Tiger, moving
in their
please.
ways,
Behind you.
especially when it comes to the military.
Tiger.
They have a tremendous budget,
Take that mother out.
so get the Panzerfaust from the church, okay.
Follow me.
This is what I was missing. That wasn't real. Ooh. Maybe I should. Oh, give me one of those. Or maybe not. I think I still just no. What? Okay.
The church with me. Fire in the hole.
I can't see shit when I fire. Just, pay and spray.
Pulling back. Good. Down.
Yeah, firing on people while they're retrieving seems pretty brutal, I think it's against Geneva Convention. But still, these were the Nazis, and we were fighting for liberty against tyranny, and if we have let them escape, they would be trying to kill us the next day or the day before. They've always kept on coming, That's the thing. Pretty brutal. Second World War.
Back. Push him out of here.
60 million deaths, I think. Both civilian and military lives lost. Especially from Russia, man. Russia took the most. Lot of the Russian troopers died. They would send them without even weapons to the front line, and Stalin came up with this. Holy shit. I think I need to do some saving here. Stalin came up with this no fallback order or something, not one step back, and man, that was devastating, They had like these political commissars who'd shoot people who tried to retreat in the back. They were shooting their own and calling them cowards and traitors to the motherland. So, pretty brutal fightings. This is part of our history as humans, Just always in wars for years and years, since pretty much our existence. But we tend to see racial wars as something, you know, we are living in Africa, in African countries, but man, it's all over. What are these guys doing, man? They are tank checking, grenade or some shit. I don't think a grenade would explode the tank, especially like this. Maybe the ammunition magazines or some shells, but still, well, it's a game, right? So, empty house. It's clear, boys. Come in. Come on in.
Sir, we just spotted German mortar teams to the south.
Okay. Okay. Sniper. Oh one at a time. Okay. Okay. I was killed by friendly fire, man. Friendly fire, really. Stupid. Never heard of muzzle discipline. Holy shit. Medic. Captain Foley doesn't die, so I guess the others need to keep on coming. You all know why I did this, right? So, trying to push that stabilize button. Okay, already shooting me, already shooting. Why? Okay, I need to get out of here. Out. Mortar crew, down. Sniper, down. MG, down. So MG down. Random guy down. Not down. Down now. I need... What the fuck are you doing? A little head. The Americans have a huge advantage on their weapons, you know. Just not having that immune garand, you know, not having the bolt action, being semi-automatic. They could put a little more rounds downrange than the car, you know, standard German weapon. So I think I'm gonna do one more.
Okay, Cap. Assuming
We are at 53 minutes, so
Land this directly to
Yeah,
Major
one
Shepard.
more mission.
Tell him Baker
I
Company
think
has secured the
this
town,
is
but won't be able to
almost
hold it long if we don't
done,
get relief
so
soon. Got that, Sergeant?
we will
Oh,
see.
yes, sir, you bet. We ride through enemy lines in a French tin can. Want to paint a bullseye on it, sir?
Uh,
Yeah, pretty sure that won't be necessary, Sarge. So unless you've got a better idea or a radio that works, carry on. Good luck.
Oh man, this is
So-
nuts. I can't believe we're doing this.
those are my three
Unless you
fellas.
sprout wings and wanna fly.
Captain
It's
Foley,
only 6 miles,
Sergeant
Private.
Moody,
Just shut up and do your
Private
job.
Elder. So we are going to go behind enemy lines to get to the command center. In hope they're still there. Well, let's see. Battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. Winston Churchill. Though that guy, well, he was charismatic, that I can say. He got the whole British country, resisting the landings, the Britain war, with Luftwaffe trying to drop bombs and make them surrender by a war of attrition, they call it the Blitz, but all German warfare up until the point they started losing were Blitz, lightning fast warfare. So here we go, behind enemy lines and stuff. Those are Germans. German. This is hard. This F, okay. I was trying to hit the space, for him to get up. Where is F?
What now?
We bypass it. Really weak roadblock, I must tell you. There was no one manning the MG42 in the half track. So,
What the hell are you doing, Sarge?
well, I must admit, the guy drives well. Sit down. I'm almost dying. I need to get back inside. I think one or two more shots and that's KIA. Who knows MIA, because I'm in the middle of the enemy lines. Really. The soldier above all others prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war. General Douglas MacArthur. It is true, just the generals stay planning and the soldiers go and get killed and kill for them and for country. What? Oh, it was you, Elder. Private Elder. It's like the Firefighter. A little bit difference, but the officers, they stay and organize the stuff where we are going to enter and how are we going to proceed. and the firefighters, lower ranks, do the difficult work. So, and as I said before, most of us are volunteers, you know, we don't get paid. We just go to do our part for the society, and if not us, who else, right? It can be our family, our relative, and you know, it warms my heart a little bit, knowing that I can help someone in my day offs, in my free time, not just in the firefighting part, because we are also
Shut up, Elder, and get your ass out. Let's go, Mark.
EMS
Move it,
qualified. Most of our work is related to
Volunteer.
EMS. We call it INEM, Instituto Nacional de Emergências Médicas, or National Institute for Medical Emergencies, which is a national thing, but only there are a limited number of actually INEM people on cities, especially the smaller
Get your
ones.
ass out. Let's go, Mark.
So
Move it, move.
most of the
You didn't,
job is done by firefighters, you know, volunteer ones. It's like those guys in Brazil. It's what they call ONG, which is association non-profitable. ONG, I think. And the money goes to equipment, maintenance, uniforms, just, you know, the support to keep us running, the fuel, and everything's done from a desire to help the community, you know, just hey, I had a sniper, I forgot. Just desire to give something back, you know.
Elder, ever steal a car?
Only when I need one, Sarge.
Mark, cover him. Damn it, Elder, hurry up.
Working, Sarge. I'm working on it. Fine, damn it.
Got it. This is on.
I got it. I got it.
Get it on. Get in the car. Martin, cover us. Step on it. Get us out of here.
Okay, so
Turn right. Right up there.
you better hurry up. He's coming, and I don't fucking gun that's able to cover us. So get going.
We cleared the German
So
line.
Private Elder is now driving like a maniac. He's drifting and shit. Yeah, bro, slow down.
Sorry, sir.
Right turn. Right here.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I think this is it. they would be shooting us right now because we are in a German vehicle,
I gotta go
at least
report in to
pointing
Major
weapons.
Shepard to get our orders.
But
Take 5, but
yeah,
take
well,
one.
it's scripted, right?
Okie doke, Sarge. What the hell else am I gonna do?
Gotta get a medal, son. So this is it for this episode. I hope you have liked it. So let me just make my head big, right? So this was it, the first episode of Call of Duty 1. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please, if you have, leave a like or a subscribe down below. It would mean a lot to me, you know, just doing this, trying this out. It's a new thing. I'm not really used to talk or being in front of a camera. Before we end this, I just have some thoughts about this game. Started playing this when I was 13 years old, I think, 13, 14, when I have the first PC capable of playing something. It was not a PC, it was a laptop. It was a PC, just a laptop, you know. Not that great, but still, man, I loved these games. This got me addicted to World War II history, you know. I'm a bit of a geek on that matter. And no, it's an awesome game. I know it's dated, it's old. The graphics are not that bad, at least not as those right there, you know, from PlayStation 2. When I go to play PlayStation 2, my memories were of something with a lot more graphics and stuff, but still they're great experiences today. They bring a nostalgia about it. And Call of Duty 1 especially, because it was one of the very first games I've played. It has a really good World War II focused story. It is not a lot about character development. Still, you have a few charismatic characters like that Sergeant Moody or Captain Foley, you know, just not as much as the future Call of Duties, not the future, you know, the later Call of Duties. But still, it's a really good game, and it tells you a part of history. And I think for those who haven't played it, go get it on Steam or something. Not advertising, but you know, there's only one place where you could get it, and it's cheap, you know, so I definitely recommend it. So this is it. Please leave a like if you have liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to. I would appreciate it, you know. And this is it. I'll see you tomorrow for the episode 2 of Call of Duty 1.